I was telling you about the hot springs and about the lady with the pots. Well, in the meal is in the pot, and then she puts this kind of straw material looking stuff over it, and then she puts it in the hot water, and she goes shopping or goes to church or whatever, and her meal is cooking. And when she comes back, they know how long it takes. It's done, ready for dinner. We went to the market there, and Ralph bought a straw hat. And it's a funny hat. It's a little square on top instead of being round. And I said to the kids that were there, I said, look, doesn't he look funny with that funny hat on his head? And they all laughed. But they wouldn't say nothing before. But when I said it, then it was hilarious. So when we had a strawberry ice cream cone, boy, the biggest ice cream cone I ever had for 60 cents. And piling the stuff on, piling it on. It was wonderful. Then in the afternoon, we went to the settlement where the Indians live, and it was 6 brothers, and they were able to buy land. And this was very different because usually they can't buy anything. They just have to lease. But it was a place, a plantation, and they were selling it out, and somehow or another they got in and found out about it, and they bought 25 acres, and it cost $17,000, which pieces was a high price, but they got it, and they're working it, and they have their wives and they have their children there. And when we came over there, they had a little area there that looks like they sit out there all the time with a cover on over it, so, and a breeze just coming in like crazy. And they had benches, 3 ways around benches, and then they had put newspaper on them so that they would be clean for us. And the 2 ladies brought down teapots and gave us little bowls of some kind of something. It had a fruity flavor to it. Well, we drank it. And they gave us a little dough thing that they had fried, and it was good, and another little dough thing that they had fried and had sugared it, and it was wonderful. It was like a miniature little sweet roll. And then they gave us some peas, and they called them blue peas, and they just put them in your hand, and they were hot and spicy and garlicky. I mean, hot spices, not hot peas. And it was good. It was very interesting. And this was their offering to us. This was their little snack and treat to us. And then we went out with them. We went out with the men. The ladies didn't come. We went out with the men, and they had some bullocks there, and they showed us how they tilled the land there, and they showed us all their little plots of land and what they grew, and they grew all kinds of vegetables and things that they could take to market, and sell and eat themselves. But anyway, they were very happy that they had their own land and that they could work together, Now they're in a settlement. There's a difference between the village and the settlement. A village is when all people are related to each other, and they live there together in houses, and that's the Fijians. Now a settlement is when people are related, but they're not Fijians, and also there is people there that are not related, and people there that are in fact of a different race. So there's quite a difference. If you say village, it's Fiji, and settlement is different.